Whoa! There's a lock-up. Sorry, guys. Ah, how annoying. Where's the track? So we have found ourselves in a fight now. Well, hello everybody, welcome along to the 4X Addicts, a festive 4X Addicts, because of course it's nearly Christmas. In fact, today is the 23rd of December, so a lot of you will be going, oh, Christmas Eve. It's it's the Christmas Eve. It's time for a race. So we're not at work today, we've got all the Christmas shopping done. Let's go and head out for a race. And it's a very different one because I've been so tempted to try this series this year because it's been reawakened. And it's the the Proto-GT Thrustmaster Challenge, which is the normal GT1, GT2 challenge that we used to have with the Aston Martin, Chevrolet and the Ford GT. But also now has the HPD thrown in, and so you could buy it for just a couple of dollars. So it's a great way of reawakening this series. Now I've seen a few people racing this. Well, that seems okay. I normally race slower cars, so step up to GT1 from my normal GT4, skipping 3.2 and GTE. Straight to GT1 might have been a bit scary, but you know what? After a couple of laps, you really get a feel for these cars, and I really do enjoy racing them. So we're going to head over to Road America for a race in just a moment. But before I do that, I just want to tell you about an upcoming community race on the 3rd of February. So look out for that. Look out for more details. I'll talk more about that in upcoming videos. But the Old Ton is a 100-minute solo race for anyone to enter. You guys can enter it. On the 3rd of February in MX5 or GT4. So it's a multi-class race that I'll be hosting, I'll be live streaming, and everyone's welcome to come along. No iRating or safety rating at effect because it's a community race. So 3rd of February, keep an eye out for more details of that. But of course you don't want to hear about that, you want to see me race. So I'll head over to Road America, see how we do. Right, here we go then, we're in the session. First chance to have a look who else is in here, have a look at the ping, all that kind of stuff. So I'll click on entries, and here we go. So there are 31 cars in here. There are actually a few of the old GT2 cars, and then a nice mix of LMP2, HPD, whatever they are, and then us guys. So looks like we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th ranked of 6, 7, 8, 9. 5th of 9, so in the bottom half of the rankings. Let's see how we do in the race. First thing, qualifying. We'll set a banker lap and try and push a bit harder for a hot lap. But with a 30-minute race ahead of us, really it's all about just staying out of carnage. So let's just skip to quali, see how we do in that. Right, so here we go, usual story. Out lap, then a banker lap and a hot one. Right, first things first, banker lap. We'll just try and get around this with 0x to make sure we get a qualifying time on the board. So the Delta is my all-time best lap. We'll try and get, within a second of that. Little lock up there didn't help. Lock up at the back. It's costing us time all the way down this straight, but at least we did get a 1x. And a banker lap on the board. Right, we'll try and push a little harder. Fairly satisfied with that banker lap though, so not too worried if we don't manage to go any quicker.
Me too.
Switching the Delta to session best lap, which of course is the banker lap I just did. Try and keep that green, which means we're improving. Missed the apex there, but at least I didn't lock the wheel. Still green on a Delta. Run to the line, and we have improved on our banker lap. Not sure it's going to do much for our grid position because we're dropping like a stone at the moment. But hey ho, we'll get out, see where that puts us on the grid,
5.
and join me for the warm-up lap on the run to the light. Well, here we are. We finished P5 on the grid. There's now going to be a full pace lap, so I'm not going to subject you to that. I'll see you when we go green. So Nivek Sneller is actually Kevin Bellens. It's a reverse of Kevin Bellens. So a Smurf account, I'm guessing. But we're about to go green. Everyone's getting ready. Just try and keep it out of trouble on the first lap. Tyres will still be quite cold. They're leaving a big old gap. It's going to make life quite tricky. But same for everybody.
Yep, good go.
Okay, Damo, get ready. Go, go, go.
Right, here we go. Green, green, green. Try and stick with these guys. We're obviously very, very quick. And they've got a bit of a jump at me at the start. Instant at turn 1. That's the HBDs. Because we're not there yet. Oh, and off track already. Car feeling very understeery on these cold tyres, and I'm not actually able to keep up with the guys in front. Hopefully the guys behind will fight.
There's an incident in the carousel.
Oh, that's where we're heading.
Keep your wits about you, mate.
Can't see anything. See a bit of smoke. Or whatever was there, I think it's gone. Looks like there's been an incident behind because there's a bit of a gap now. The guy behind me is still within a second, but behind him there's a good 4-second gap. Oh, traction control kicking in there, holding me back. That's a bit greedy with my throttle. Okay, so the Delta has just popped up because we've done this sector. This is now going to be session best lap for Delta there. Alright, I hope the guys in front will start battling. And we'll knock it down and try and get some 2-minute laps. Another 1x. Got to be careful of that in a 30-lap race, a 30-minute race. Ah, rev limiter. The gap in front is 2.3.
There's an incident in kink.
Oh, I don't think it's one of us lot though. They got close to me there into Canada corner, but I think outbraked himself or got wrong-footed by me braking where I did. So behind us we've got a 1 second gap now. I'll try looking forward though.
Sector 1 is 0.46 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.36 off the pace.
Next, Jim. Trying to minimise the traction control coming out of that corner. I'm trying to stay over 1 second ahead of the guy behind me.
Mate, that's the second race in a row that I've raced with you, and you hit me up the arse.
Oh dear. We'll have a look at everyone's instance after the race, of course.
The gap to Aragoni behind is now 1.2.
Too slow and straight.
Running a bit wide there, but get that late apex. Try and hit this curb and then be full throttle. Still over a second to the guy behind.
Very down.
Oh, they're drafting each other in front. Hopefully they'll battle into turn 1. Kieran's trying to shake Patrick off. Concentrate on what we're doing, and we've managed to keep that gap behind to over a second.
Now my car's breaking its spot.
Running a little deep there. Road America even is of course one of the best tracks to buy from my video, if you've seen that, with the top tracks to buy and top car to buy. The data shows that it's the 3rd most popular track in terms of the 3rd most used by series on iRacing. So it's definitely worth buying if you haven't already got it, because it gets used a lot.
Aragoni behind is now 1.0 seconds.
Alright, this mid part of the race, and I'm just trying to knuckle down and hit my apexes. The guy behind is a 2.9k driver like me, so it should be fairly similarly paced. I think he has got a tiny little bit of a toe though, because he's just about a second behind. having to concentrate a lot.
There's an incident in turn 8. You think it might be venture?
Alright, we're caught back up to these guys then.
Alright, Damo. The next
He's
car
damaged,
is
so maybe
venture.
down the straights he'll be slow. But at least we should get a bit of a tow now. It's going to help us try and stay away from Juan.
P5.
Maybe even grab a position, we don't know. No, Juan's closer to us now.
We're looking alright here. Keep your concentration nice and smooth. That's 20 minutes to go.
Well, the aerodynamics of the car are being unsettled by the car in front.
Sorry about that, Patrick. I dropped too many gears and I spun.
Let's see if we can get Kieran.
You've just done a 2:00.8.
Ooh. Come on, drag me along, Kieran. Whoa! There's the lock-up. Sorry, guys. Ah, how annoying. Where's the track? Right, we're still in front of Fabio. Well, there we go. One tiny little mistake, we're back here. But hey, it can happen to anyone. Long old race.
Next car is Aragoni.
So we'll keep pushing. Right, so Fabio behind's a 3.7k driver. We're going to have to keep our wits about us to keep him behind.
1.5 seconds.
But I think that puts us down to P7. Not great. And he's run wide behind. Right, okay. Different sort of race then.
Gap to Aragoni ahead is now 8.6 seconds.
8.6. Right, we'll try and just get some consistent 2-minute laps. And finish where we finish. Yeah, Fabio's dropped back, so he's making mistakes behind. Keep that Delta green. Alright, so that should be my fastest lap of the race.
Do the same with you. Side bomb.
Again, there's been some incidents further up
Behind is now 4.5.
in the other classes.
Okay, Damo, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
Halfway through the race. We dipped below the 2-minute mark with the lap time on the last lap. I think there's a bit more speed in this car. That's wherever I can find it. I mean, the people in front, some of them qualified in the 58s, so there's clearly a lot more speed in this car on the qualifying trim, at least. Oh, rev limiter. .2 minutes, 0.027.
That was 2 minutes.
Catching Juan very slowly. We need him to be looking at his relative, see me zooming in on him. Well, zoom in. We gained 0.4 on that last lap.
You've got half your fuel left.
Little lock up again at the rear, but I caught it that time. And I can see him now. I can see him go around that corner. It's the first time I've seen him for a while. I've lost a bit of time to him there, though. That's the other thing. He might see me coming in his relative. And instead of panicking, he might step it up a gear, which looks like it's probably what he's done.
The gap behind is now 7.2 seconds.
Not too worried about the gap behind. Oh, where am I going? Maybe I should be worried about the gap behind.
We've just had a warning for cutting the track.
Nah. Right, we'll scrap that lap. That one doesn't count, right? Nearly a second off my best. I'll try and do it without the mistakes this time, yeah? Still under a 2:01, so I'm not too disappointed with that. Turned in a bit late there. Our only real hope now is, of course, the guys in front making mistakes, and that might be more likely because the HPDs are about to start coming past. So the car directly behind me now is actually about to lap me. It's the leader of the HPD class. 2/3 of the way through this race then.
Here come the LMP2 cars.
Better run there this time.
Blue flag.
Right, we'll see what his top speed's like, because he's a second behind. He'll be getting a bit of a tow, but I think top speed of this and the HPD are quite similar.
The gap to Aragoni in front is now 8.8. Your lap time was 2:00.7. Blue flag. Sector 2 is 1.1 off the pace.
Oh, understeer from the aero wash. Something to bear in mind when you're getting past. I say, hopefully he can go now and disturb all the people in front of me that I'm trying to race. As it stands, we're losing iRating. Whoa! Too many gear shifts.
Blue flag.
Right, nice gap there. Spin round, you bugger. Right, managed to stay in front of Fabio.
Faster class car approaching.
Tyres are still a bit hot, I've got to be careful.
Blue flag. Blue flag.
Right, hopefully I'll get through the kink and then they'll come past.
There's a group of faster cars behind. They're racing for position. P7. The gap behind is now 4.3 seconds.
Oh, a big old lock up there from me.
Blue flag. Keep it within the track limits.
Right, it's Fabio again. So we have found ourselves in a fight now. I don't think Fabio's got the pure pace though to try and stay with us if we can break his toe. That's going to be really tricky with these cars coming past. Again, that aero wash there, look. Fabio as well went off there.
Attention to track limits, please, Damo.
Right, is this guy going to be quick enough to get past? He's going to send it, I'm sure. Again, he didn't pass me quick enough. Sorry, Fabio. Right, we've got a bit of a gap. Oh, what a disaster this is. Right, let's try and catch Fabio again. So he chucked it down the inside, but didn't actually pass me. So I couldn't turn in where I wanted to, and I ended up, you know, it's all my fault, of course. Ended up locking my brake. Hey, it's just a learning curve, this, isn't it? Just a learning curve. Let's try and catch Fabio then. Oh.
There's a faster class car behind. You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 3.6 seconds.
Hopefully this one will stay behind me.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Right. On Kevin.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. pace.
Got to brake early because I was going to go to the back of him if not.
Alright, Damo, there's a faster car
Stop going for the
approaching.
corner bomb, man. Yeah, it's annoying. You're gonna overtake me, do it properly.
Sounds like Kieran's struggling as well with lap cars, or cars lapping him. Right, Fabio's in our sights. He's been held up there.
Fucking hell, I'm trying to get closer and get fucking step by step.
It sounds like there might be some carnage up ahead. We're hoping there is.
There's an incident in turn 14. Looks like it's Venture.
Is that one of us? I don't know. Right, closer to Fabio now. Let's see if we can go get the yellow car. 1 second behind him. There's not many laps left.
Rainbow Peak South.
E7, sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
I think there might only be 2 laps left.
Demo, you're gaining on the car in front. The gap's now 0.7.
Got a nice toe off him here.
Cheers, Mr. Bedford.
Right, wasn't quite close enough to go for lunch.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Couldn't follow him through there. The aero just wasn't where I needed it.
Bill Mitchell bend.
Just like Kieran's had to tow. Right, we've got a bit of a tow. We're going to be able to get him into turn 1. We'll try it. Side by side with him now.
To go.
I've got a lower downforce setter than him.
0.4 seconds.
And we made it stick. But that puts us up to P6. After overtaking Kieran in the pits. Alright, let's see if we can pull away from him on this last lap. And try and salvage a little bit of pride. Whatever that is. And not lose too much iRating.
Remaining 5 minutes.
Try not to get punted as well.
Last car approaching.
That's all we need, a faster class car coming. Sergio. Oh, he's spun behind. That's given us, hopefully, the P6 on a plate. Well, I did my best, my very best to mess this up, this race. And if we've managed to get a P6 at the end of it, I'm very happy.
Frank, I'm sorry if I went a little bit to the left side on braking. Wasn't intentional.
Couple of corners to go.
Good race.
Spent a lot of time pointing in the wrong direction on this track.
Okay, Damo, the next car is Fates. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Whoa. Yes, so we're going to bring it home
Incident in turn 1.
in what I believe to be P6. We'll see when we cross the line.
P6.
P6.
Okay, we're done.
So we're going to lose a little tiny bit of iRating. But you know what? Before we go check out exactly how much we've lost and how much safety rate we've lost there, because I can't imagine we've gained anything in a 13x race, we'll go and look at everyone's incidents. Okay, let's have a look at all the incidents. So start the race and into turn 1. Look at this gaggle of HBDs here. There's loads of them turned up for this one. Oh, what a spin for the Cheetos car. Nearly took out some of the rest of the field, but he got away with that. That's the incident at turn 1 then. And he continued to spin further on the lap. Unlucky Cheetos. Oh, and this is one of the GT2 cars. Not many of those here. Spin on his own as he's trying to chase down the others. Back to the HBDs for a turn 1 incident. Is this just a blink or is this side by side? Oh, just a clip. They clipped each other, dropped back through the field. Misjudged the size of their noses. Okay, here we go. Is this just a bit of a block down the straight? But they both get around it cleanly in the end. Not bad. Okay, Cheetos. We know he's always good for a bit of a giggle. Just running wide. And yeah, that's what happens when you just run wide there. Your wheels are all bent. And he quits. Okay, so what's going on here? So this is going to be someone just taking a bit too much speed into there. Yeah, nothing too drastic. Whoop, and again, a bit too much speed. Not very forgiving, these HPDs. Looks like the numbers on the side of his car, the lights, sorry, shows that he was perhaps running P2 at the time as well. Drag that wheel around. His pits aren't too far away. Just getting everybody's way. He's going to want to turn right, and he hasn't got a wheel to be able to do it. Okay, to turn 1. Ooh, a bit of a chop there. Is that going to be a bit of contact then? Well, I think the car behind could have done a little bit to prevent that, but maybe that was a bit of oi. Okay, good looking car this. It's coming round. A bit of a twitch around the carousel. Stops the car just in time and quits. Gets out of the way. Okay, so this was in front of us. This is what happened. He changed down one too many gears, he said. Oh, that meant the Falco tyre just clipped it, but they both carried on. And for the briefest amount of time, I was then able to stick with them, hoping that they were going to make more mistakes. But no, it was me who made the mistakes. So, was this behind us? I think that's Fabio in the yellow car, isn't it? Oh, maybe that was a disconnect or something? Not sure what happened there. Very strange. Disconnects, normally the wheel turns immediately hard left. Red Bull livery doing a bit of a spin. He's going to keep out the way. Oh, just about managed to stop. Okay, so this is GT1's catching the GT2. This is the lead of the GT2s. GT1, sorry. Gets past all right in the end. Okay, HPDs, what are they going to do this time? A lunge from very far back. Luckily, the guy he hit managed to carry on. That might have been a genuine mistake, missed the braking point. I don't think that was a deliberate attempt to punt or anything. Oh, and the 25 spins. Oh, and again, it's collected. So that's Kieran. And that's why Kieran, presumably, ended up towing. He's trying to get round. He's trying to get round. Oh, and that was perhaps a bit of netcode, or was his wheel? Maybe his wheel was wonky. He thinks better of it. Ends up in the pits. Whoa! Alpine car. Now, really, that was never going to work. Come on, mate. Have a word with yourself. Fernando Alonso helmet. I don't think Fernando would have done that, would he? Oh, a nice big gaggle here. We see GT1, we see GT2, we see HPD. And a spin for the 13 into the barrier. From another angle. Is he going to reverse onto the track? Rejoins actually quite safe. Although he makes a bit of a meal of it. What's going on here? Just too much speed into there. And a tank slapper. Nobody around. No harm done. Is he going to lose a position? We see the Martini car come round. Yeah. Nice and clean though. And that's the end of that. Luckily, it wasn't going to embarrass me by showing me all of my spins as well. So what we're going to do, rather than waiting for the highlight reel, we'll take a look at each one now and see what we could have done better. Okay, the first one here, and it's going to be a familiar corner. As we come down, changing down gears, we just get our shifts timing wrong, lock the rears, and that's what happens on the first one. Managed to find a bit of space there to be able to just spin round. Lose where the track is. I thought I was pointing the right way. So we lost a bit of time, but never mind. We managed to continue. Let's have a look at the next one. So same again, coming into the same corner, timing my downshifts incorrect, just locked it up. Very, very similar incident, and this time I had to wait for people to come past. But managed to pull on forwards and not lose as much time. That's number 2. We might as well go check out number 3. Okay, this is the third one. This time it was about not being able to turn in there because the cars were next to me. I should have just braked a bit earlier, given myself a bit more time. I just ran wide. I canned the corner, nearly collected that guy. I had no idea he was here, to be honest. Fabio, at that point, didn't manage to get past, which is quite lucky. But we had a good battle with him later in the race, of course. So, right, let's have a look at the final one. And then we can go and look at some results. And here we go. Once again, coming into this same corner. Same thing again. Third time, not so lucky. There we go, we managed to find a bit of a gap there and continue about our day and just hope that nobody saw us do it. But hey, right, let's go and see how much iRating and safety rating we ended up losing there. Let's check out the results. There we go for the Proto-GT Thrustmaster Challenge at Road America for this week. So we were top split, of course, 31.75 overall strength of field. I gather that our strength of field was probably a bit similar, and we got a double red. But you know what? It wasn't about trying to get green on this one. We just wanted to try out this series, see what you think about it. Yeah, so we lost 0.69 safety rating. Of course, that was the big jump because we dropped below 4, and we lost a little bit of iRating, but still keeps us above 2.9. Nah, I'm not too worried about that. So actually quite satisfied about that. When it could have been so much worse. So yeah, if we switch this to just show the GT1 class, there we go. So we finished P6 out of 9, lost 13 iRating. Now Matthew lost 100, and Patrick looks like he was the biggest winner with a 66 there. But we managed to still gain 63 championship points, which isn't too bad. Not sure if I'm going to continue to do this championship. We'll see. We'll see. What can I say? We drove appallingly. So it was all on me. I still quite like the car. The track combo of the car sort of works okay. It's a big enough track to kind of handle this kind of car. The multi-class side of things, again, that's just on me. I perhaps have to get used to it. Just be a bit more lenient when people are going past me and change, you know, brake a bit earlier just to make sure I get around the corners. The 3 spins and the off track there at Canada Corner, those 4 incidents really were on me, so I deserve to lose a bit of safety rating. But like I said, this was about investigating this series to see if it's worth doing more. We'll have a look to see what the upcoming races are going to be at different tracks, and there's a good chance I think we'll get back into this Aston Martin and give it another go. But before you guys go, remember, check out my community tab on YouTube. So if you're on a mobile device, it's easier to do that. On your community tab, you'll see there's an upcoming endurance solo race, a community race for you guys. It's free to enter, of course, called the Old Ton. So the Old Ton, I'm hoping to become an annual thing. This year, well, 2024, it's going to be on the 3rd of February, Saturday the 3rd of February. And here in the UK, the session will start at 2 PM. There'll be 10 minutes practice, 10 minutes quali. So about 20 past, the race will start for a 100-minute race, an hour and 40, solo in either a GT4 or MX5. It's a multi-class race, so check that out. I really hope to see a lot of you guys there. As well as that, of course, we've also started the 2024 Cross Car Challenge. So if you want to see your name on a leaderboard behind me, check out the Cross Car Challenge video where you take a Legends 34 Ford Coupe to the Porsche Experience Centre East, which is at Hockenheim. If you have Hockenheim, you'll have the Porsche Experience Centre. and then get a lap in. If it's under a minute, you can get your name on the board and could be in with a chance to win some prizes. But hey, that's it for now. If you're going to do this race in GT1 or HPD, let me know how it goes, or let me know what you're looking forward to. I would say hopefully this has shown you a bit of what you can expect, but I think my driving there is more of a case of here's not what to do. But hey, we're still 2.9k on the iRating. Not too much to moan about there. We've given away a bit of iRating, but hey, it's Christmas, isn't it? So have a happy Christmas, everybody. And I'm sorry I couldn't give you some of my iRating. These guys scooped it off. But I hope you're going to have a great week or weekend, whatever it is you're going to do. And I hope to see you very soon for another couple of videos. And in the meantime, I'll leave you with a couple more over the festive period that I really think you might want to watch.